Welcome back, the keto family. Today we're making a low carb and of course keto friendly zucchini bread recipe. If this is your first time with us, don't forget, hit the subscribe button below and the bell icon so you don't miss upcoming videos. Alright, lovely. So as a reminder, as always, before I get started, everything I'm using today is right down there in the description below, and at the end of the video is a nutritional information card that gives you an idea of what the macro breakdown for this is. Alright, so today with the zucchini bread, I actually have found a new keto friendly flour last week that I've been playing with, and I am absolutely in love with it in this recipe. It is amazing. This is not a sponsored video of any sort, so this is just something I found that I really enjoyed that I wanted to share with you guys. So I found this keto-friendly flour by Divided Sunset. And the ingredients in this are pretty awesome too. And it's almond flour, coconut flour, golden flaxseed, oat fibers, xanthan gum, and whey protein isolate. This checks a lot of boxes for me because this is kind of like an all-in-one. Whereas with other recipes we have the almond flour, then we add the coconut flour, then we add the xanthan gum. I mean, this kind of has it all in one and a really great balance. And this recipe is loosely following the one on the back because, you know me, I don't ever follow a recipe exactly, I tweak it. And so far this is my third version that my family found to be the best, so I want to share it with you guys, okay? Alright, so in here I already have 2 cups of that keto-friendly flour. It has been sifted. Always make sure you sift your powders and your flours because you don't want any lumps or bumps in there. And to that I'm going to add some of the other dry ingredients. I get 2 quite generous teaspoons of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. And for my seasonings, I get a teaspoon and a half of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt. What I'm going to do is I'll mix all these together now. I almost wish that I had sifted that baking soda in when I sifted in my flour because I don't know why it always seems to have at least 1 or 2 little bumps in it. So, alright, now that's mixed, we're going to set it aside for now. Alright, now next up we're going to go to the stand mixer here. If you don't have a stand mixer, by all means you can use a hand mixer. Into that I'm going to put a stick of unsalted butter. You want this to be softened to room temperature. Me personally, I forgot to take mine out this morning, so I stuck it in the microwave for 30 seconds to cheat and soften it up. Into that I'm going to add my sweetener. So my sweetener of choice is the pure stevia. I have a half a teaspoon here of it. You can use whatever your sweetener of choice is. Just keep in mind that different sugar substitutes will sweeten at different levels, so you might need to adjust that up or down. Now my second attempt at making this recipe, I used 3/4 of a cup of the pure stevia, and that was, to my family, that was really sweet. Now it was not bad, don't get me wrong. If you like your sweet, go to the 3/4 of a cup. But I scaled that down to match our taste a little bit better. Alright, so I put that half a cup of stevia in there. We're going to go ahead and mix this till that butter and sweetener have combined and it's nice and fluffy. Alright, so those have combined nicely. I'm just going to scrape down the sides a little bit to make sure it all gets incorporated. Alright, lovely. So the next ingredient to go in is 5 eggs. I have already beaten them. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Alright, we're going to combine these together. Alright, so the last part of this here is we're going to add all that dry ingredients we mixed together in, and then we're going to get all this combined. Alright, that's all done. I'm just going to clean off my beater here. Alright, so I'm just going to turn this back out into my glass bowl so you can see what I'm doing. But when you're making this at home, obviously you can skip the step. Alright, so the last thing that we have to do is fold in our final ingredients. I have a cup of zucchini that I just grated up on a cheese grater. And then I got a half a cup of chopped walnuts. We're just going to fold these ingredients in until everything's nice and combined. Now today I'll be making this in a loaf pan, but last time I made this I actually made it in a little muffin pan and made muffins out of it, and it was absolutely divine, you guys. My family is like, why haven't you made these before? Like, well, you know, I just found this new flour. I've been working on this recipe. Alright, so that is all combined together. I've got a loaf pan here. This is a 5x9 loaf pan that I'm going to be using. I've already sprayed that with avocado oil cooking spray. Transfer this, and then we're going to smooth it down into the pan. Alright, lovely. So I already have my oven preheated at 350 degrees, and this is going to be 50 to 60 minutes until a toothpick insert in the middle, of course, is going to come out clean. Now, when I made this in the muffin pan, those cooked also at 350 degrees for about 22 minutes, I believe it was. Alright, I'm going to stick this in. I'll see you guys back soon. Alright, guys and gals, so the zucchini bread has come out of the oven. It cooked right at 50 minutes, and then I let it sit here and cool off for another, 20 minutes after that. So let's show you guys what it looks like. Voila. There it is. Nice, solid, not falling apart. Beautiful color on this. Absolutely love it. And I also got a couple of those muffins that I had made yesterday for the family while still playing with this recipe. And they're just these cute little squares. I love it. I'll link below the pan that I used for that. All I do is spray with avocado oil cooking spray, put the batter in it, and I bake them for 22 minutes at 350. Same exact recipe as this one, just in a much more cute form. All right, let's cut this and see what it looks like inside. Now, the macro breakdown for this will vary depending on how thick you slice your bread. I can give you an estimate on it, but let me see. I know with the 12 muffins, it breaks down to be between 3 and 4 carbs per. I'll make sure I put that nutrition card at the end of the video, and then that's probably about the same for this. 12 slices, give or take. Let's see. Cut down the middle. Excellent. So it looks like 12 slices will fit for this too, so it'll be the same macro breakdown for both. Alright, that's what it looks like on the inside, guys. It is absolutely beautiful. It's still steaming a little bit. The inside hadn't cooled off completely. Me personally, I like the heels. This is so good, guys. You're gonna love this. Now, optionally, I don't do it, but you can also add a little bit of swerve brown sugar to this. Just add that other depth of flavor to it. I like it just like this. I think it's absolutely wonderful. It's a very moist recipe. It's not dense. It's not dry. I mean, you guys, you can't ask for more than this. It's perfect. Alright, thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope you found this recipe helpful to you. If you would, please give me a thumbs up down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.